This is Manlihood, the podcast for men who want to rise up and live with purpose. With your host, Josh Hatcher, this show is here to help you level up as a husband, father, leader, and man, with real conversations and strategies to help you in every area of your life.
Fight like hell. We've had another podcast episode with the same title. I've got it on the back of one of my shirts, one of my Manlihood shirts that you can get at the Manlihood store. We're going to do another podcast episode with the same title because I love it. It's a great motto. We're going to talk about it in just a minute. All right, guys, Manlihood Plus is shaping up. We're getting some new episodes in there. This is our subscription service. It's like Disney Plus, only without all the annoying cartoons. Yeah, it's our subscription service where we've got bonus episodes that you can only find there to help you level up as a man. $4.99 a month. You can subscribe at YouTube and at Spotify. So make sure you check it out. Also, don't forget the Manlihood store. Get a t-shirt, get a hat. It's all kinds of awesome stuff for you at the Manlihood store. All right, guys. So, fight like hell. You know, we did a podcast episode with that title a couple years ago. At that time, there was some pretty hard stuff that I was going through with my family. And I'd like to think that that was the hardest thing that we have gone through as a family since then. Yeah, I think it only got harder after that. But the thought still remains the same. You know, the concept is this. The forces of darkness want to take you out. Hell and all its minions, the devil, the demons, death, disease, all those things want to kill you. To steal, kill, and destroy. And they look at you and they say, you're a threat. Because you're doing good things. And they say, I want to take you out. And I'm going to do anything in my power to take you out. And then you and me, we say, no. So, my challenge is that when those things happen, when life happens, when the car breaks down, again, when you lose a job, when your world comes crashing down, when your kid gets sick, when your wife wants a divorce, when you get a diagnosis from the doctor, when your kid gets in trouble, when any of these things happen that life throws your way, that just want to take you out, you've got to stand up and you got to pull your pants up and you got to ball your fists up and you got to hold them up to your face to guard against the punches. And then you got to jab, you got to hook, you got to swivel, and you got to fight, and you got to fight, and you got to fight. You got to fight like hell. And you don't stop fighting. I think that's the mistake that we make, is that we stop fighting. We give in. It gets hard. We roll with the punches. All right, I'm just tired. I'm just tired of fighting. And then we give in to our own struggle. We start drinking again. We start looking at porn again. We start overeating again. We go back to our old habits again. Whatever those habits are for us, whatever your habit is for you, right? We call that old girlfriend. Whatever your habit is, you go back to it. You stopped fighting like hell. And it destroyed you. You lost the fight. No, dude. No. You are too important. You are too valuable. This is war. This is war against the forces of darkness. This is war against the enemies of heaven, against the enemies of this world, against everything that is good. And we are on the front lines. Fathers, husbands, leaders, men. But we'd rather tune out. We'd rather just drop out. We'd rather numb our brains with drugs, with video games, with booze, with porn, with OnlyFans, with whatever. We numb it, and then we tune out, and we lose the fight. We give up the ground, and then those forces of hell go right through us, and they go after your kids, and they go after your wife, and they go after your grandkids, and they go after everybody. Because you let your guard down. Screw that. Stand up, pick up your sword, and fight like hell. That's enough. So get up, dust yourself off, and fight. Quit making excuses. Quit blaming everybody else. Quit saying that you can't do it. You need some help? Get some help. But for goodness sake, get up and fight like hell. Because guys, I know what's at stake. And there are stories that I would tell you that aren't mine to tell. Those of you who know me well know what my family's been through in the past several years. They know what my kids have gone through. And it's not because I wasn't fighting, but when they let their guards down, but I know that all of us have a battle to fight. All of us. All of us and our children and our wives and our girlfriends and our neighbors and our grandmothers. Every single human on this is at war. And the forces of darkness want to kill and destroy and chew up and mangle and digest and poop out every last one of us. We have to be the ones to stand up and say, nope, not on my watch. Men, we're on the front lines. You know what? When I look at the demographics of who's listening to my podcast, it depends on what platform we're on. On the podcast itself, when it comes to listeners, it's like 25 to 38. So you guys are typically young families. So I'm going to say, you guys have kids at home. So if you're listening to the podcast, you've got kids that are counting on you. Kids and wives counting on you. If you're watching this on YouTube, you guys are typically 18 to 24. You guys are on your own, typically. But you guys are going to have a family someday. So, to the YouTubers, you need to fight like hell so that you don't get taken out. You need to fight like hell because one day, you're going to meet a great gal and you want to have something to offer her. You want to be able to say, hey, I'm here for you. I'm ready to start a family, and I'm ready to give you what you need. I've moved out of my mom's house, and I've got a place, and I've got a job, and I'm ready to give you the world. And it's okay if you're not ready to do that yet. I'm not judging. I get it. The world's crazy. But one of these days, you're going to be ready to do that. And when you are, I want you to be ready. And I don't want you to be addicted to porn. And I don't want you to be addicted to drugs. And I don't want you to be so consumed by video games that you don't know how to talk to a girl. I don't want you to be so consumed by fantasy that you have no idea what she needs. For those of you that have kids, you guys, it goes like that. It's a blink and they're grown. It's a blink and they're gone. They're adults on their own. I'm telling you, you have no idea how fast it goes. No idea how fast it goes. Faster than you can even imagine. And then all of their choices are their own. It's all their responsibility. You have that long to raise them and teach them. It's that fast. Don't miss it because you were in a haze. Man up and take responsibility and be there for them. Wake up. Men, the world is counting on us. The world is counting on us. Yeah, I know. It feels like the world is saying that men don't matter. It feels like the world is saying they don't need men or they don't want men. But they do. They do. And as long as we keep hiding, and as long as we keep numbing, and as long as we keep dying, the world will keep going to hell. So how about we get up and we pick up our sword and we fight like hell. Let's go. Let's do this. As always, guys, I love you and I'm proud of you. I'll see you next time.
Thanks for being part of Manlihood. Now it's time for you to rise up and take action. Join the Manlihood Man Cave, our free Facebook group, and connect with the other men on the same journey. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share that episode with a friend. For more, visit manlihood.com.